Bear with me, because I promise this will be worth your time. I was 18 years old, and during the summer I had to go to Office Max to get a copy of my driver's license for my future college's paperwork. I went, got my copy, and left with my family. Minutes later I realized that I had the copy, but I had left my license inside the printer's copying thing. So I went back, and my dad was pissed. I went and checked on the printer, and there was nothing. I asked the guy who had helped me, and he said that no one had been in the store since me, so it should be there somewhere. I thought it may be in the car, or my mom's purse or something. 3 days passed and nothing. It was 3 a.m. the day that my life changed. We heard a light knock on my house's door. I lived in a relatively dangerous place, so my parents and siblings got scared. We all woke up, and my dad and mom approached the door. "Who is it?" said my dad. Dead silence for like 20 seconds. "I'm looking for Sam. Afraid that he wanted to harm me." My dad said, "What do you want?" "I have something that belongs." She started crying and locked the door, terrified. She asked me to stay inside and no one say that I was in the house. He gave my dad my license and said, "Can I see him?" And my dad said, "No, he's asleep, sorry. But he is extremely grateful for your help." He nodded, turned around and walked slowly, straight to the rain with a limp. When my dad was closing the door he said, "Wait, can I ask you and him for a favor?" My dad said sure. "Please pray for me." And left. While walking down, my dad saw his car, which was exactly the same as mine, parked in the middle of the street besides my car at the time, a white 8-year-old old uncommon van. My dad came back inside. He is a strong man, raised in the streets, brave. And he was terrified, and with watery eyes he told me, "I don't know what just happened, but please pray tonight and be looking over your shoulder from now on." My mom said that the old man was the creepiest, scariest and weirdest looking man. Skinny, tall and old. Then she said, "You've always had a guardian angel, so pray for him," referring to a close person I lost as a kid. Here's when it gets crazy. My mom then called the security guards, because it was a gated community. She was extremely mad and concerned because they let a stranger get in at 3 a.m. without calling our house first, as always. "Ma'am, no one has been here since 12:30. My mom's phone fell. It is only a one-way gate to enter and leave. We closed all the door until the police showed up. I went out, got in my car with my family and searched the neighborhood for the white van with the police. Pretty small neighborhood with maybe 5 short streets. Never found him. Police checked the cameras and no one had entered or exited for hours. My family realized that the old man had also picked the right house without calling or asking the police. The house was not numbered, the number was not even on my license, and not even the streets were named. Out of 200 plus houses. We all moved on until I went to college, came back for a summer. My mom was driving by herself. And on a red light, she hears a honk from the left side. Turns the window down and a man was sobbing uncontrollably and said, "Ma'am, can you please pray for me?" My mom freaked out, said yes, and saw that he was in a white van. She called and told us the story crying. But then it was finally my turn. Years later, I was in bed in the same house. I had insomnia, just staring at a wall for hours. I heard the front door get unlocked. I thought it was my parents, just grabbing something from the car. Then I realized, the door connecting the living room to our bedrooms was never opened, and I could clearly hear it from my room. I heard steps, and then the living room door handle. The door creaked slowly. Then I heard steps coming through the hall. I was scared for my life, but I thought it was a thief until my bedroom door handle was wiggling. I heard it open, and my door opened slowly. My heart was pounding. I closed my eyes, facing the wall with my back to my door. I heard one step and a voice whispering, "Be quiet, and pray for me." I remained silent. The door shut. I started crying, terrified, frozen. I waited like 15 minutes, and I didn't hear a single thing or door or anything. I ran, turned on the lights, woke up everyone and asked if someone was playing games. They all ran, closed the doors and started crying. We all were scared for hours, no sleep. And after calming down we ruled it as a dream and went to sleep. Months later I went back to college, and when I got to my plane, the flight attendant, a pretty radiant, gay, happy dude, grabbed the intercom thing and whispered, "Be quiet and pray," the whole plane. I swear my heart stopped and I looked at him and he had a huge evil smile on his face. Years have passed, I am over it, but when I tell the story or writing it today I get the creeps and cry and whatever. I graduated from a prestigious science college, so I don't believe in ghosts or angels or whatever. But I can promise you, there is something in me that just feels odd about this one. My driver's license first 3 numbers were 666. My house was number 6, on the F side, which is the 6th letter on the alphabet. And all the coincidences have explanations, but to a degree. I have other stories that might be connected. Same shadow figure that many have seen in my backyard, getting locked inside a graveyard while visiting my lost loved one or guardian angel, etc. I never saw the man. I don't know if it was a demon wanting to meet me really bad in person for some reason. A demon wanting us to pray for him cause he couldn't take hell anymore. If a guardian angel. Or just some kind really old man who brought it back. All I know is that I have convinced my family that I dreamt that man breaking into my room and saying that. But if I'm honest, I know I was not asleep at all.